Hello, my Cancers, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Yes, I am Debbie, and I am reading for April 14th through the 20th. That's going to be Friday to Thursday. Now, we are coming up to the change in our seasons. We will be welcoming in Taurus, and it's an interesting time in the morning. If you watch the overview, a time to clean out the house. If you watch the overview, you'll know that in the morning, Eastern time of the 20th, there is a new moon, the second new moon for Aries, but then it transitions to a new moon in Taurus. So we've got a shared new moon here. So that'll be very interesting. You are a moon, you are the moon baby. You are very connected to the moon. So a lot of those hopes and dreams are about to get very, very real. Okay, I feel good energy, especially around that 20th. Okay, so let's see. Also, too, I did tell you I did the overview. I tell you why I'm doing the readings for these dates. Also, what's going on in the planets and the skies. And I do a reading for what's going on in the world. I also remind you, my Cancers, that these are general readings that may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? So, think good, think straight. There's really very focused energy with that King of Air, but let's go on. Higher power, Holy Spirit, what do you have for our Cancers? There's a lot of, I feel like, like a lot of blessings are being released for my Cancers. I feel like gates are opening up. So remember, the waning moon, as it gets smaller and smaller, it becomes, it's release and relinquish. And then the new moon, again, the way it's being situated is all about requesting. I feel like a lot of things are going to get really real. So keep your vibrations elevated, my Cancers, and just make wishes. Make wishes. Ask for the blessings. Ask for the miracles. Here we go. Okay, higher power. What else do you have for us? This is the one that popped out. It is reversed, so it has a really strong meaning, strong message for you. So the King of Air, King's underlying energy is air, and this is also air. Now we have Venus in Gemini right now, so there's relationships, thinking it through. I really feel very strategic thinking with Venus in Gemini right now. It's looking at relationships very carefully. It's understanding the relationship, but again, it's kind of like I see what needs to be done. I see what needs to change. I just keep seeing. We also have Pluto in Aquarius. I talk about Pluto in Aquarius so much that you need to know a lot of things that are happening. There's like a revolution of ideas going on. So it's really this very clearing energy here. The king is this King of Air, King of Swords, is considered the oldest in the tarot deck. The oldest energies, very focused, very like, okay, this is what I have to do. This is my next step. So I do feel like, my Cancers, you're being brought into focus more than you have in a while. There's been a lot of feelings, a lot of intuition, but now it's all of a sudden, you're being brought into focus. And again, I think that stuff going on with Saturn and Pisces and whatever else I talked about, it's really getting you to look at what you want. And there's also, I'm kind of getting the word, there's also an action plan with this. Okay? So you have to see it, you have to develop it, and then you have to do it. Anyway, let's see. Brilliant, impartial, professional, diplomatic. Again, the action plan is really coming to me too. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Balance mental and emotional considerations. Really going after what you want with this. And, there's a lot of times it's the knights that are going after things. But I feel like the king, you're seeing it, you're speaking it, you're doing it. Okay, let's see, next card. The Ace of Air. Now this has been popping up for this time period in other readings. So if you cross watch, you may see this again. So we have a new beginning, new start. We still have that air energy. So you have the end of the air, minor arcana. Then you have the beginning. So it's like there is this whole thing. You're like, okay, something, I'm seeing it, I've learned from it, I know what I need to go after. This is you getting up, getting out there, and just ideas coming to you. This is where Cancers, you're going to shine. Normally, your people think of you as very kind, sweet, kind of a little emotional. Sorry about that. Kind of sometimes a little moody, because all water signs have a little bit of this. But when you really, it's like you're shining like a diamond with this. When you really get your brain, when you start thinking things through, you are on point. You are extremely sharp. I get this action plan. If you've ever had to make up action plans, you find out what is the problem, what's the problem, how do we want to solve this, and how do we get there? Okay? So this is very interesting for you too. I mean, you're going to be a force to reckon with. Brilliant new ideas and inspirations, seeing the truth of a situation, a challenging beginning. So let's see what we got here now. The Queen of Air. Okay, this is all, I mean, my Cancers, whether you be male, female, it doesn't matter. You are on point. You are so sharp. Like I said, a diamond sparkling. You are so sharp. Now, the Queen's underlying energy is water. It is your energy, also Scorpio and Pisces, which, all of your energies are all there this week. But then, what is it? Fluid, emotional, it is spiritual. But again, you have this air. You are just on point. You are so sharp. Now, and again, with a new moon coming, that can be an emotional time, but it's like you're realizing where you want to go and how you want to get there. Or maybe you're trusting more in the how, because you've gone through a lot of crud in your past, and maybe this has brought you to a better level of trusting your higher power. Okay, what God brings you to, he brings you through, or she brings you through, whatever you want to think. There's a lot of shining energy around you, my Cancers, for this 7-day period. And it's a very, you're really going after what you want this time around. Again, I think I've been saying that about Cancers too, that this is not a time to come against Cancers. Independent, experienced, realistic, and witty. As she looks into that future, she sees what she wants the future to be like, but she's not deluding herself. She's focusing, she's manifesting. Objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in a situation. And I love that, because just because things, you're putting this out, you're being focused, but yet you're kind of like enjoying this journey for a change. I love that. Okay, so we only have a 1 right now. Let's see what we have. Higher power, Holy Spirit, what else do you want to say for our Cancers for April 14th through the 20th? As we transition, we're leaving, this is the end of Aries going into Taurus. There's been a lot of cards that have, like I said, that Ace of Air has been popping up. So there's shifts, there's changes. Could be that, Pluto and Aquarius. I don't know. Oh, the 4 of Michael. The 4 of Michael. So you have all this air energy around you. Totally. Thinking things through, making your plans. You are totally in your headspace. You can see what you need to do. Now, the 4 of Michael, 4 is stability, organization, and leadership. A lot of times this has to do with rest. You really don't have to do much of anything. Things will work themselves out the way they're supposed to be. You're almost seeing things work themselves out in front of you. But the 4 of Michael also reminds you to connect with your higher power. Connect, pray, meditate. It doesn't mean you have to do a whole lot of anything, but the one thing you do need to do is connect, expect those miracles. But there's like this whole, you can see things happening. Does this have something to do with your third eye? It could definitely have that too. So insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. Okay, so much air energy here. Thinking things through, making plans. Hearing news too. And remember, Mercury is about to go retrograde. We are in that shadow. Okay. Again, you have more air. It's all about air energy around you. It's all about the swords. 8 is unlimited opportunities and possibilities. Thought, again, is that air energy. And I feel like this is where you've been, and this is where you're going. You may feel as though you're restricted by the circumstances you find yourself in, but that's just an illusion. So this might be something you need to know. Make a promise to yourself to refuse to be stuck in a situation that's making you unhappy. Don't wait for someone to come to the rescue when you can free yourself. You can free yourself. This is really total empowerment for my Cancers. Wow. Okay. Let's see now. So what do we have here? We have a 14841. Let's see what crystal or energy would be good for my Cancers. What do we have for our Cancers? What do we have? Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Here we go. Crystal or energy. Onyx. Well, I love the dark stones. Seeing the future, responsibility, stamina, self-mastery. Onyx. That's all you have around you is the air energy. Embrace that peace, okay? Embrace that part of you, my Cancers. And like I said, when you just get into your, okay, this is what I have to do, whoa, you're going to shine. All right, my Cancers, do me that favor. Please, 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 if you support my channel, and I hope you do it, please like, share, subscribe, clicking on the bell for notifications. If you're watching me on Rumble, then rumble me. I'm not going to be able to get onto the computer, so I will be watching my phone and reading your comments on my phone. So, as always, though, my Cancers, always know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.